What is it when I talk about one of the most important muscles in the body? Am I talking about our heart, our bicep, our back? Am I talking about our butts? That's a very important muscle. Our gluteus maximus. I've been in pain in people's butts my entire life. But more importantly, this is actually a very serious subject. It's actually a very important part of a lifestyle change, whether it's losing weight or anything. The most important muscle that you can exercise, and I learned this. This isn't coming from some expert. This is something that I'm learning. It's an ongoing process. It's not something you ever achieve and then you're done. Just like your lifestyle journey with weight loss. And it's never going to come a time that I say, "Oh, I'm done. I can go back to doing whatever I was doing before," which was a horrible thing. Okay. So what is this most important muscle? Let me get right to it. It is your mind. Now you might say, "Well, your mind's not a muscle. Your brain's not a muscle." It actually is. It's something that has to be worked. It has to be strengthened. And when you don't use it, it gets atrophy. It gets weak. It becomes more of a burden. And I find this in people's attitudes. And it's not anything due to themselves. It's just the things that we've done throughout our life, our bad habits. And I'm going to talk about this in regard to cravings. Okay? I hear a lot of people talk, and I probably did the same thing in the beginning. And I've learned over the past 14 months that you have to change this. If it wasn't for this, I'm going to be outside, first of all. On a sunny day, I'd be inside watching TV or playing around on the internet with my bag of chips and my bottle of soda, watching movies all day. Or let's be honest, I wouldn't be outside, much less wearing weightlifting gloves, practicing with a 8-pound bow staff. You know, it's ridiculous. 50 years old, okay? So, getting to the point again, because I have a tendency to veer off if you haven't noticed. I'm going to try to stick to it. Is we need to exercise our mind. And our mind tells us so often what we can't do. We need to start to change and tell us our mind what we can do. We need to exercise our mind in the fact of saying, well, I get cravings for cookies, I get cravings for sugar, I get cravings for these. Yes, people get cravings for cigarettes, people get cravings for alcohol, Coke. They get cravings for things that they aren't good for them. But if you're on a lifestyle journey, you've made a commitment. So when you make a commitment, whether you've had children or you're in a relationship with a man or a woman, you made a commitment to a job, you've made commitments that you've had to keep, or you risk losing and failing and perhaps messing up your life and just giving yourself some drama you don't need in that. So people have to realize you have to make a commitment to yourself. You are just as important as any commitment you make to someone else. Okay? So when you say I have a craving for cookies, what do? I have to have my cookies. There will be a lot of people that will say, oh, eat fruit, or go eat some celery instead or something. And that's fine to a certain extent. But what you really want to do in the long term is to say to yourself, train your mind to say, all right, it's a craving, a cookie. Take a second. This is what I do, and this is what I recommend to people to at least try. This is all about trying. If it doesn't work for you, then don't. But give it a try. You have that cookie. First of all, if you have a family and you shop for them, I know that sometimes you can't impose your shopping list on your family. So you can't say, I'm never going to buy cookies. My son enjoys cookies, and he deserves to have cookies, and he's not, we're keeping him healthy and everything, and he's allowed to have cookies once in a while. So that's where your willpower has to come in, and you do have willpower, by the way. You just have to unlock it, you have to unleash it, you have to mold it, you have to work it. It's your mind, it's willpower. Willpower, the power of your will. To get power, you have to exercise. Okay? You have to exercise your mind. Is to say, okay, I have cookies here. I really want these cookies. They're an inanimate object. They're cookies. They're a bunch of ingredients put together, chemicals most likely. And you're going to say this box of inanimate objects, or this, let's say this was diet soda, regular soda instead of water. Okay? it's nothing. It's liquid. You know what I mean? It's inanimate object. It's you're gonna say this inanimate object is stronger than your desire, your inner will, your inner monologue to say I don't need to have it. So the question is, are you really gonna let this inanimate object, the box of cookies, that candy bar, that extra piece of pizza, be more powerful than your inner monologue, your inner will to say I don't need it? It's not important. It's not part of my weight loss plan. I've made a commitment to myself to lose weight. This doesn't fit into the equation. I don't need it. Take a breath. You don't need to say, I need to have it. Don't start rationalizing, if I have a cookie, I'll work out in an extra few minutes, or I won't have supper, or I'll skip a snack tonight. That's not how it works. Start to train your mind. Say, just put the cookies down, go have a nice big glass of water, and go do something, whether it's something active or just something else. And start to train your mind, and you'll find that it gets easier. You start to detox, you start to cleanse yourself, and it becomes second nature. It really is you working the muscle of your mind. And start to have more of a positive attitude. Have you been in, I hate this term negative Nelly because it sounds so old-fashioned, but it's true. Have you been a negative Nelly your whole life? Have you ever said to other people, oh, God, this one's coming. She's always negative, or he's always negative. There's always something wrong. There's never anything right. Are you that person to yourself? I hear it all the time. I have to bite my tongue because they come across very harsh. That's why I'm not directing this at every person. This is a great topic for a video. Exercise your mind. You have to change your attitude. This isn't a rah-rah, everything will be perfect all the time situation. What this is about is that we can exercise our mind and to say no to things as well as to say yes to things. It was hard to get off the couch this morning and say, come out, get dressed and come out and be outside. I have anxiety issues to begin with, and I'm overcoming them. And this is part of it. Exercising the mind. Does that mean if 50 million people show up and unload from a bus right here, and they start to come here while I'm in the middle of doing this, I'm not going to start to freak a little bit and say, I get in my truck and get out of here? Probably. But I'm here right now. If you got a box of cookies in front of you, and if you got candy in front of you, and you have to have it, why do you want to get into something so simple that's in front of you, that's inanimate, it's not important? When you can not have it, you can feel good and say, you know what, I didn't have that, that's a small victory from me, yay me, and you go on to the next thing, and you're even better. And then you start to even do something else. Maybe you'll do those first little deep knee bends, and that's the first exercise you've done in a long time. It progresses, and it's a great thing. Okay? I'm not going to go on forever about this, but it's important. Okay? Work on your attitude by exercising your mind today. You don't be negative, but be more positive about yourself. Be able to say no to things. They're inanimate objects. No, I don't need the beer. I don't need the wine. No, I don't need the cookies. No, I don't need the candy. Okay? If I can do it, you can do it. I'm 122 pounds in 14 months. It's getting harder and harder for me to lose weight. But I'm going to stick to it because I want to get more fit. I'm not going to go into my second part of my life here. And, look at those bat wings. I'm going to be working on those suckers pretty soon. They'll fly away. It's pretty windy out here. I hope that breeze doesn't take off. So, I want you to keep up the good work. Thank you. Please like, please subscribe. Thank you.